And we are recording.
All right. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Cassandra Clark. I am Director of Team Inspire the Light. We have had a recruiting boom recently, and I wanted to invite a few of my girls that have had a really good success rate with growing their team here in the past few months, which is awesome because we are growing literally during a pandemic, which when this all started, I was really unsure of how Cincy was going to look for my family, which was really scary at first because, as most of you know, like, it is my full-time job. I've been working Cincy for 2 years full-time now. And so we depend on it for part of our bills. So when the pandemic hit and things were getting scary because we didn't really know how things were going to look. People were being laid off from their jobs. People were losing jobs in general. Places were closing. And we were just really unsure of like how everything would look. But I will say we have had a amazing success rate. Our numbers have doubled. Our team size has doubled. So really, it's up because of these ladies that I am going to have speak tonight. So I want to go ahead and just introduce them. The first one is Megan Milford. She is actually one of my second generation directors. There is a director between her and I. She's a rock star because she came into this business not really having a stable leader. Her leader had some medical things happen and was not able to put into Cincy what she was before. And so having said that, Megan and I worked really closely together, and she promoted to director in May, I believe. So I will let Megan Milford take the floor, and then Megan, when you're done, if you could introduce Tara, we will go from there. And if you guys have questions, please post them in the comments, and then we will answer them at the end. So, Megan, you'll probably have to unmute yourself or have Amanda do it.
Am I unmuted now? Okay, perfect. All right. So I started Cincy last September in 2019, and I joined for the $15. I was not wanting to sell at all. I did not want to be a salesperson. I didn't want to have anybody on my team. I was not interested at all. And so I started selling 2,000 PRV within my third month, and I was like, okay, well, this is for real. So I still didn't want to recruit people. I still wasn't interested. I wanted to make sure that I understood everything, that I knew what I was talking about before I added people to my team. And then in March, I added one person. And then in April, I added 4 people. And then in May, I had 15 as a total group. And then in June, 19, and then July, 24. My goal just to begin with was only 20. I had no idea that it would be what it is now. It just kind of all happened. May, the 15 people happened really because of the $20, but there's more to the $20 thing. I never talked about the host exclusive kit ever at all, which was a mistake. I was too scared to ask people. I just wanted them to host a party. I felt bad because I was already asking them to host a party. So I didn't want to also ask them if they wanted to join Cincy. So I started posting pictures of the join kits. And then I started having a few people. This was probably 7 months into me selling Cincy. I started finally posting pictures of the join kits. And then every single party I started offering the host exclusive kit. Every single one. Even if I was scared, I was like, hey, do you know we have a host exclusive kit? You can start earning commission on what you're purchasing from me. And that's really how it started. So a lot of people in April had started asking me about joining. How do you join? What do you do? How do you sell Cincy? And I started offering the host kit, and I started talking to them. And then as soon as May hit and the $20 join kit became a thing, I contacted every single person that I had talked to about joining. And I was like, hey, it's only $20. It's a perfect time to start earning commission on the stuff that you buy. And so that's where it boomed. And then I started watching sponsor trainings on the workstation, and I started becoming obsessed with adding people to my team. And I started feeling more confident and started feeling better about adding people to my team, comfortable about talking to them. And I knew my stuff by then. I knew what I was talking about. I don't always know what I'm talking about, but I try to ask somebody who does. I started offering to a few people who I thought were interested about the join kits, who had, like, that were my customers currently, who had not really asked me, but that maybe that they had liked a picture. I went back to all of the pictures that I posted with the join kits on them, and I went through the likes, and I messaged all of the people with the likes. It's only $20 to join. And that's really how it happened. And then I started doing something that was really cool, is in all of my thank you cards, I would write to those who were really good customers who purchased like a weekly or monthly or several times a month. I started writing in their thank you notes, like, you can earn commission on the things that you're purchasing if you would like to join Scentsy. And so that became a thing. I actually got 2 people out of doing that. And I just started doing that in July. So really it just comes down to good customer servicing and listening to your customers, listening by like watching what they say on Facebook. I've gotten 2 people just this last month and the month before, just from watching their Facebook post. I don't have a lot of money now. I need a second job. So I offered the host exclusive kit to them, and they both joined. So that's really all I have to talk about. So so now I'm going to introduce, oh, there's Cassandra. Do you want to introduce Tara?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I'm still here.
Okay.
The next tool I wanted to introduce is Tara Hansen. Tara joined Scentsy last August, so this would be her year mark. I actually got a notification of the post I tagged her in a year ago today, asking her if she wanted to join my team, because we had talked about it a little bit, and then I finally got her to join. So without further ado, I want to introduce Tara Hansen. Tara has grown so much in the past year. Last month alone, she was our top recruiter with 3 new teammates. So Tara, if you want to take the floor.
Okay. I think I'm unmuted. I think.
Yep,
I'm
we
new
can
to
hear you.
Zoom. Oh, okay. All right. Am I front and center? Do I need to push anything? I'm new to Zoom. These ladies know what they're doing, and I'm over here like, okay, I'm taking notes. But
You're good.
anyways, okay. I'm Tara Hansen, and like she said, I've been with Scentsy for a year. I signed up thinking it wasn't going to go anywhere. I seen Cassandra posting all these, trip pictures and all this stuff. I was like, she's my age and it looks kind of easy, or kind of something I could do. I'm kind of a people person. And so I decided to join. I'm really glad I did, because I kind of took off from there. I'm big on parties. That's been my biggest success, is like I party hard. Like right now I have 8 parties going in 1 week, but that's how I do it. That's how I like to do it. I like to talk to as many people as I can, be involved with as many people as I can. I did want to start off by talking about that we are all, every single one of us, working towards Disney or one of the incentive trips, and we need to be working now, because it's August now and we've got a few more months to go. Don't wait till last second. I really wanted to touch on that. I think a lot of people put it off because they're too busy, or they're afraid to recruit because they're too busy, all this stuff. Facebook, I think, is the easiest way. We can schedule these posts. We can, even on parties, we can schedule all these posts for the whole day and all this stuff, you know, it's not something unachievable. So just try not to have that excuse of I'm too busy, because a lot of us have a lot going on and we still are making it happen. So you have to want it and speak it into existence. I keep saying and telling my girls, we're going to be a director team this month. I don't care what we have to do. We're doing it. Stay positive. No, we're all just regular people and we're doing our own thing and just trying hard and working hard. So my success rate, it's nowhere near Megan's right now, but I am working hard on it. I'm learning that trying to approach people, especially people that buy a lot, approaching them and, you know, letting them know, like, it's going to be a lot more worth it for you to be a consultant if, you know, if you're buying this much, you might as well, you know, you're going to be able to get it discounted. They have friends, like, especially if you see they have friends that are always posting on their pages and all this stuff, you know that there's people that are going to buy from them. So that's just a big perk. They need to know, like, they can get half price items and free items. They can have their own parties going every month and all this stuff. So I think just spreading the word, telling people, you know, and what I've been doing also is people that are thinking of joining, but they're not really sure how they do. I'm having them have parties, have Facebook parties, and then they see how it goes. If it goes really well, then I offer them that join kit and they can join right then and there, sometimes even for free, no out of cost pocket, and then out of pocket costs. And they still get the rewards from that party. And then I think since he's still doing it, but you're able to, if they want to go one step further, and if you want to flip the whole amount of that party, like say if it's a $500 party, get in touch with Cincy Support and you can flip that entire, all their orders from that party to them. And they're that much closer to being certified, hitting, you know, shooting star, all that stuff right then and there. So yeah, just asking those people, especially that buy a lot, act interested. Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. Yeah, nothing to lose, especially if they want to try to have a party to see if they do well before they join. I think that's a really great idea to kind of throw that in there and try that. So yeah, get them excited too. They can tell when you're excited and, oh, sorry. Oh, am I still on? Sorry about that, guys. But having that attitude of you love the product, they can tell when you're just trying to be like you want that sale, you know. But if you're genuinely like, I like this product, these are my favorites, look at this warmer, I think you'd like this warmer, that comes across to them. They can tell you're a real genuine person that really cares and they're not just some random person to you. That makes sense. I think that's the most of it. I wrote notes because I was really nervous. These girls look like they've got it all together, but I'm over here. I'm just trying, you guys, but that's all I have, though. Do you guys have questions? No, they talked about questions at the end. I love questions. Maybe. Can we see those? See, I'm so new to this. I'm like, is there a button you push for the chat?
At the bottom, there should be an option for the chat. No one said anything yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to either comment in the chat or unmute yourself and you guys can ask them here. Thank you, both of you ladies, for sharing your tips. Those were awesome ideas. And I want to kind of reiterate, basically the underlying message between all the tips they both gave tonight was build genuine relationships with your people. Don't just go after it like random person, hey, I want you to join my team. Give it to like as to why it benefit them. Like, you're already buying this much from me, the income might help you out, or you could reach out to your friends and have them buy from you. So I love all of that. Again, if there are questions, go ahead and hop on and ask those. If anyone else want to add any other tips or anything you guys have, feel free to share those. I wanted to share something really fast. I have posted that I was doing my mailers, literally an envelope that I sent out to my last 100 customers at the beginning of the month, and it has a new product list folded up. It has a lost my train of thought there. It has a new release stickers, and it had kind of like a hint as like what's coming, and information about partying and joining, and then another flyer about joining. So I had lots of join information in there without just saying, join my team, do what I do, I need you to join. It was my join the journey, change your life postcard, just reasons to join Scentsy, without texting them or messaging them, be like, hey, do you want to join? Hey, do you want to join? Hey, do you want to join? So just adding information in there. And I had a lady text me tonight, and she was someone who, let's see if I can look it up really fast. She had randomly ordered from me on my PWS. Let's see, when was this? In April. So she ordered from me in April. I sent out my thank you goodie bag that's into all my PWS customers. It had join information in it as well. And I haven't talked to her at all since then because I have not been the best consultant at following up. But I sent her one of these packs, and it literally only has a few things in there, pieces of paper, like nothing too crazy. And she texted me tonight saying that she wants to join and asked how much it was. She talked to her husband about the different kit options. So adding join information to everything, having those conversations, building that relationship with people is huge. Recruiting is something that I personally struggle with. It's not a strong point in my business at all. So adding these things into customer packets, and then just fun things about joining, or posting on your personal Facebook about, oh, I'm going to lunch in the middle of the day, or I'm going to go get my nails done in the middle of the day because I have the freedom from Scentsy, or I got an extra whatever. I just went and bought my MacBook because of thank you Scentsy, without actually saying because of Scentsy, but showing things that you're able to do that Scentsy is allowing you to do. I just moved to a bigger apartment so I could have a separate office space. That's kind of showing with Scentsy I'm able to get a bigger place. So then people are kind of like, oh, this thing's for real. Another thing I wanted to add in here, not quite with recruiting, but something that's coming up a lot with me personally lately, is you don't always know who is interested or who's following, like silently following your story or paying attention. I posted, like, you don't always get likes, you don't always get comments on your post, you might not get any interaction at all, and you think no one sees it, no one's paying attention. But like tonight or today, I posted on my personal page about a nanny job because my work is all changing with school going back and the kids getting older and all the things. So I posted on Facebook asking, if anyone knows anyone that needs a nanny for 2 days a week or whatever. And I've had, like, I think 6 people sharing that post so far just to get it out to their people. And it's people I didn't even know followed any of my posts on Facebook or saw anything that I posted. But that's not even Scentsy related, but still they saw it and they shared it, or they commented on it, or they tagged somebody, or they texted me about it. So people are seeing your stuff and post it, and somebody know you post. So even if you don't get interaction, just know that people are watching you silently. So if you keep posting join information or things that Scentsy does for you, then it could be something that eventually they're like, hey, let me see what she really is doing here. Let me ask her a question. Let me start engaging on her post. And I think it was Megan that mentioned people who comment or like their posts about join things. They might just like your post. They don't want to fully say, hey, I want to do that. But they're like liking it, like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. They're giving you some sort of engagement. So going out back and messaging them, just be like, thank you for liking my post. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if I can help with anything. Are you interested in joining? I think that's some really good tips there too. So I see a couple questions over here. So I really want to know how much is too much. I want to push my business further, but I don't want to be like, look at Scentsy, buy it now. So Monica said stories are great, and you can see who interacts on them. That's what I need to get better at, stories, because you do see who looks at all your stories or who has seen it. Then you can see who's consistently watching your stories without engaging on you or with you. As far as not wanting to push Scentsy, but you're wanting to push Scentsy, that's where the sharing, not selling aspect comes into it. So if I were to post on my Facebook, like last night for our leaders call, we had Diane Burnett come on. She's known as Log Home Mom. She spoke to us, and she mentioned how she might post a picture when she was in her camper camping these past few weeks. She was making something in a crock pot, but there's a Scentsy warmer in the background. or she's doing dishes and there's Scentsy soap in the background. So having Scentsy, not necessarily like how these backgrounds are, like full Scentsy, but just in your pictures. Or if you have like the dog tennis balls that Scentsy had in the store a while ago, playing fetch with your dog and they have a Scentsy ball or whatever it may be. So it's sharing, you using Scentsy, sharing Scentsy in your house, sharing it in the backgrounds. That way they see it and they know what you're doing, but it's not like shoving down their throat. Also, having a VIP group, I think, is huge for that, because if you're inviting all your customers into your VIP group, they are saying, yes, you can share all the Scentsy with me, because they know that group is meant for, I'm sharing my Scentsy things here, I'm sharing sales, I'm sharing products, I'm sharing anything new we have come out. So they're saying, yes, you can flood me with Scentsy in this group. So getting everyone to that group, I think, helps a lot. Does anybody else have any tips or anything you want to comment on that?
I think just, yeah, not trying to be like, make sure you remember, like, you were that person one time. Like, what would you want to see? You know, you don't want to see someone just every day join, 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 join. You know, I try to keep my Scentsy page. I don't post too much, not like I post every hour on it. Just a few sweet short posts a day. I do throw join in there every now and then. Definitely not every day though. And then approaching those customers that are liking a lot of my pages or whatever, making sure to individually go to those people and not just make it a big post. A lot of people lately have been coming to me saying, you know, I'm having trouble booking parties and all this. And I'm asking them, okay, are you asking people? And they're saying, yeah, but what they do is just one big post and that's supposed to tell everybody. But you need to have that one-on-one connection with people. It's really important. It's really helped my business. So, but yeah, just remembering, what would you want to see? You wouldn't want to see that join every 5 seconds coming up on your feed. So
Exactly. And also, if you take pictures of the products yourself, take selfies with products if you're wanting to talk about products, wear Scentsy clothes or a hat or whatever. That way when you're post a picture of you out and about for the day or doing whatever, but you have a Scentsy shirt on. So it's little things that are hinting towards Scentsy again. And I had something else I was going to say, and my brain tonight is total scatterbrain, so I apologize. The only difference between my page and my VIP group. So your personal page, you want it to be more of, Jill McCarthy has a great analogy. Jilly Sue, if you guys know who she is, she has talked about before, and I'm going to totally butcher this, but hopefully you guys get like the main idea out of it. But as far as social media, so think of your personal page as like your house. You don't let anybody and everybody in your house. So as far as your friends list or who you allow, your Scentsy post, you guys can make public so that you don't have to be friends with somebody and they can still see it. If you want to post pictures of like your kids and stuff, make that private, so only your friends can see it. But make your page public as far as Scentsy related things, so that if anyone does share your post or gets tagged or tag somebody else in it, then everyone else can see it as well. And it's more of, again, like people are looking in the windows and if they're just following you, so they're kind of seeing what you're allowing them to see. And then your business page is like a storefront. So it's like, hey, this is what's going on. I personally do a lot of behind the scenes on my business page. Like I'll post when my desk is a mess, or if I'm working on mailers or unboxings and stuff like that. And then also I'll do, like the cute pictures I pose with the product or whatever as well. And then your VIP group is like, she considered it like the black card you get. Is it Discover? I think has like the black cards, so the VIP extra perks, or rolling out the red carpet. So that's where you show them, you unbox things for them first. You show them the Scent Warmer of the Month first. So they get the first view of everything you do. They're the first ones to claim any specials you have going on. They're the first ones to claim catalogs. They're the first ones to get samples, all those things. And then you're able to post in your VIP group about new products coming out, about specials going on, about anything else, because they're in that group because they want to see your Scentsy stuff. So think about it as like again, if you were a customer, you don't want to necessarily see Scentsy on someone's timeline 24/7. But if you are interested in it, then you will join someone's VIP group to get constant updates on products coming out and the business and all those things. Also, I'm telling you guys, my brain right now is not working with me. Oh, flyers. Try to use personal pictures and don't use flyers as much as possible. Because if you think about it, when you're scrolling Facebook, do you stop on flyers or do you stop on personal pictures with people or people with their kids or people with in their house or whatever? You don't stop on the flyers. They are beautiful, but try not to use them. The marketing tab for this catalog season has gotten a lot better since we weren't able to go to SFR and take our own pictures. So if you guys haven't seen the marketing tab, there's some amazing pictures in there of our new products that look like they are staged in a house and not just the put together marketing typical images. Also, I know in my group, and I believe in the other groups too, other directors groups, I have an album in my team page that has all real life pictures. So as I'm scrolling Facebook and different consultants are getting their Grow with the Flow kits or taking their own pictures of products, or as orders start coming in, I know my first order arrives this weekend that I ordered on the 1st. So I'll be taking pictures then. As you find pictures, as you're scrolling Facebook, because we're all friends, a lot of consultants, save those pictures, share them to your team pages so that it's all real life pictures that we can use to promote the products ourselves. Because again, real life pictures do better and get more engagement and get more stops than marketing flyers do. Exactly. Oh goodness, sorry. Exactly, Monica. Don't use them as a paycheck. Think of them as people, because you don't want someone to come to you just when there's a sale. You want someone to come to you, hey, how are you doing? And even you texting somebody that you know because of Scentsy. Like I have a girl who I met, she's a random PWS order from me. I started following up with her. She's my VIP group. She added me to her on Facebook, found out I babysit. I watched her kids a couple times. And so now if I text her just like, hey, how are things going? Or what are you doing? Or whatever, genuine conversation. She's like, oh yeah, Scentsy. Like this is a Scentsy lady. I've been meaning to text you or whatever. Because think about it. I know I forget things all the time. I can be like, I want to order another whatever it is. Like Advocare is a huge thing for me. I love their Spark. I always want to get some more. And I'm like, I keep forgetting to do it. So I'm going to text you. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to go order that right now. So just having those conversations with your customers, treat them like your best friend, get to know them, know something about them, know about their kids, know about their lives, follow them on Facebook so you can kind of see what's happening, so you can have genuine conversations with them. And then when you touch back with them with those genuine conversations, they're like, oh yeah, that's my Scentsy lady texted me. I need Scentsy. I totally forgot about it. So yeah, that's about all. I mean, I don't really have anything until you guys started talking about things. That's about all that I have for you guys tonight. Megan or Tara, do you guys have anything else you want to add? I think Cass had to hop off of here for a little bit. Anybody else want to add anything? We're all good? All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And thank you for all the good information. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording.